Thank you for coming to this video today. It is with great sadness that I must announce the end of Little Coffee. Mr. Coffee, 4-Cup Coffee Maker, has ended his service at about 8 a.m. today, Friday, March 21st, 2025. At 8 a.m., we walked into the kitchen and turned on the switch. The green light shone brightly, but the fire in Little Coffee's belly was gone. The carafe was cold. The water and coffee grounds were left to wait. And wait they did until I returned to see that Little Coffee's fire had gone out. So today, we're here honoring Little Coffee's last percolate. Together with us today, we have Little Coffee's best friends. This is what a published author looks like, Coffee Mug. Then we have Little Penguin Coffee Mug here to give his condolences. We have the Columbia Coffee Mug with the little bus giving his condolences. There's the Little Bitey Coffee Mug. And finally, the Indianapolis 500 Anniversary Coffee Mug. We're here all today to honor the gifts Little Coffee has given us. Little Coffee, you were a good little coffee maker. You were the backup machine for so many years. When other coffee machines just couldn't handle percolating one more time, you would step up to the plate and perk one more cup. This time, Little Coffee, we asked a little more from you. In October, we had to plug you in, and you said, "Yes, I will give service to you, and I will make delicious coffee." All through October, November, December, and the coldest months of winter, Little Coffee perked and perked and perked, made that hot water and that tea, and we were all delighted. Little Coffee, you did good. But here today we must honor Little Coffee's life. And it is now time to put Little Coffee to rest. So Little Coffee, I salute you. We all salute you for making delicious coffee. But it is time now that you've perked your last, and we must lay you to rest. It is with great sadness that we lay this little coffee maker to rest in this tub of refuse. And now we will begin the celebration of the new 12-cup Black & Decker coffee maker. That's right, folks. My supporter helped make this new coffee maker happen. All right, so even though we must lay Little Coffee to rest, we have a brand new Black & Decker 12-cup coffee maker with Vortex technology to replace it. And that is thanks to a subscriber who helped me afford this. So, let's open it up and see what's inside. Hopefully it's a coffee maker. So, papers. It's a white one. It's an all plastic coffee maker. Very light. With a plug. Now, here is the carafe. So we get a nice brand new carafe. I always keep my, when I have these coffee machines, I always keep the previous one for a little while because I'm like paranoid that I'm going to break the carafe. So if you look over here, you'll see that I actually kept the coffee machine from before I plugged in Little Coffee. And that's solely because there's nothing wrong with that carafe and it could fit this machine. I don't know that it does. But my biggest fear is breaking a carafe. So, let's get back to unboxing. Big Coffee. So that 4-cupper was really pretty cool. It got me through. I kind of wish it would have got me through a little bit longer, but I appreciate the support in getting this new one, which is amazing. Now, I'll show you how to do this. So here's the new coffee machine. It is really, oh, well, look at you. Well, that's interesting. Do you see that? That is really wild. Let's take a closer look at this. This is that Vortex technology thing. It looks like it's got quite a few water heads on it. That's cool. Here's the inside with its anti-drip technology. And there's that right there. Now this is a manual coffee machine. It is not a programmable one. I don't really like programmable coffee machines. They're great if you programmable coffee machines are great if you frequently forget to turn off your coffee machine, because it'll turn itself off after 2 hours. But I don't want that. I'm here all day. So when I turn the coffee machine on, it stays on until about 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night. It depends on, when I'm ready to switch to like flavored water or something like that. But I drink coffee or tea pretty much all day. So, alright, so that is different. This right here is very different. But everything looks good so far. So let me clean up the counter. This is a good opportunity for me to clean the counter. Then I will wash the coffee machine and the carafe, and we will, I'll show you how to wash it and get it ready for its first brew. I'll be right back. One of the best times to clean your counter is when you're switching coffee machines. The only thing that the little coffee machine really kind of drove me nuts about was that it had a real tendency to overflow. It was only a little 4-cupper. So it had a tendency to overflow. I'm going to throw this away too. This is a thing of grease. So that's what a lot of this is the coffee machine overflowed. Alright, I have these paper towels right here. I don't remember what they were used for, but if they're over in that corner, they were used for something terrible. Like probably cleaning a different nasty counter. So, get rid of all of this. I would normally throw bleach on this too, but I'm wearing my little Bitey t-shirt, so I would prefer not to get bleach on it. This is just about done. Alright, so let's finish up this coffee machine. Alright, so I am getting ready to put the machine together. I need to wash this, the machine, and I need to run some water through it. So every part of the machine needs to be washed before it can be used. These are the removable pieces. So I'm going to wash these. I had to get a real washcloth. I'm waiting on my reusable paper towels. They're in the washing machine, but I had to wait for a bunch of things to arrive before I could start the washing machine. So you can use regular coffee filters in these or reusable coffee filters. I will eventually be getting a reusable coffee filter. I have a couple here, but they're very, very used. Very, very used. So I don't know that I'm going to be putting them back in the machine. Or back in this machine. But I don't know, I might. You never know. I can always soak them in bleach. And use them. I'm going to wash this, and it'll end up getting washed twice. I'm going to wash it now. It's going to get rinsed with the machine, and it'll get washed again. Then I'll make some coffee. Or tea. I'm probably going to make tea. It is, well, who knows. My watch says it's on to power saving. Here is the new official coffee machine. Okay, I've got a clean washcloth and I just put some vinegar on this. I'm going to wipe off everything with vinegar before I run anything through. And this is to get off any dust or manufacturing debris out of the machine. That's why you run it through one time with nothing in it. But I usually go above and beyond that. All right. Can't really get down in there. That's what the water's for. This. What is going on right there? So what I'm going to do, I want to sterilize this as much as I want to run some water through. So I'm going to put a little bit of vinegar in here. And I'm going to wash this again. Put this in here. Okay, that is annoying. All right, so this one's got a flaw. The thing isn't long enough. Yeah, the little thumb thing is not long enough. That is, wow. That's going to get old quick. Let me show this to you. This is ridiculous. The little thumb thing is not long enough. That would be something that would be impossible to tell. Maybe it was in the reviews somewhere. I didn't really read the reviews this morning. I was kind of in a hurry. So we want to make sure that we've got at least 10 cups of water in here. And there's a water thing on the side. We have just slightly more than 10 cups. So let's do a little more. That's done. It says put a filter in to do this. I'm not sure why. Doesn't matter. I have a bunch of these. I was using the regular coffee filters for the 4-cupper. Alright. So that is done. We need to plug it in. It gets plugged in over here. So let's see here. See if I can get you a good view. There we go. And on. moment of truth, folks. Will it brew or will it not brew? There it goes. There it goes. All right, so look at that coffee machine go. Actually, it's brewing pretty fast. That's good. I got some tea I want to make. Louisiana. I walked in here and I almost said, I wonder how little coffee is doing. Actually, this is big coffee. And I'm going to tell you what, this smells a lot like plastic. So, always wipe out your machine. And then remember to run water through it. Wish I could see how this little vortex thing is doing. Yeah, it's okay. I don't know. I think it's meant to try and get more of the coffee wet. At least that's what I think. I think my little amplifier is about out of battery. That doesn't really surprise me. Yeah, it's not. It's way out of battery. Doggone it. Alright, so the sound may get awful. It just is what it is. Sorry about that. This thing ran out of battery. It does that frequently. So if the sound suddenly sucks, I apologize. There's very little I can do about it. Wash this. I'm going to put another round of water in, but I'm going to use a coffee cup to do it. And as you know, you can't put cold water in hot glass. It will not last. And then I really will be seeing if that other coffee carafe fits this machine. I don't think it will. So the one good thing about cleaning your coffee machine is that you can use the hot coffee water to clean your pans. Technically, according to the directions, I could make coffee now. I'm not. So there we go. We're going to put that back on. And we'll put some more water here and rinse it again. Now for my little coffee machine, all I had to do was I had to do this twice. Two of these cups would fill the little coffee machine. But as you can see, it only goes up to just a little more than 4 cups. So we got to keep going. It's faster than my last big machine. Let's see how much that is. About 10. All right, that's good. So I'm going to let it rinse one more time. All right, look at that coffee. Well, not quite broken yet. I'm going to make some tea. Oh, you can't see my happy dance. All right, here. You have to see my happy dance. Tea. Okay. Now you can go back to watching the coffee machine. Just in case you can't pick it up on the camera, there is some boom boom trunk rattle going on outside. This really isn't the neighborhood for boom boom trunk rattle, so I don't know. All right, I think we're almost ready for coffee, or not coffee, tea. So here's what I do. Once I've cleaned it up, and this really, I don't really have a good coffee spot. This is just where the coffee is. All right, so what we want to do is turn it off. Remove the little filter. Remove this guy. So we want to wash this one more time, but I need to set it someplace where it can cool off. So how do you think people explode their pans when they put a hot pan on the counter? It's because the counter is a whole lot colder than the glass. So we want to prevent that. So I've got a towel here, and I'm going to put my carafe on this towel on the other counter, because it'll cool off in just a few minutes. By the time I get done rewashing this and rinsing it out, that'll be good to go. Alright, so I'm going to make about 10 cups of coffee. Well, not coffee, tea. This is ready. Actually, I do not need a coffee filter. I just need some tea. That's the good thing about making tea in the coffee machine. You don't need to put a filter in, you just need to put the tea bags in. Alright, so there it is. Let's watch it brew for the first time for real. Well, there we go. It's on. Alright, it is 3:30 in the afternoon, so this is phenomenal. I have a cup of tea. There we go. Alright, I am super happy about this cup of tea. I want to thank my supporter again for her help in getting this coffee maker. I am super grateful for it. And if you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.